Hey everybody, Texas Stroker here, Lance's Performance Shop, Pliers.com. It is Friday night, just got home from work. It is 7:23, 36 degrees outside, 40 degrees in here, but things are going to heat up real quick. So what we've got here, it's a little bit overdue. It is my KC Tool Black Friday, Cyber Monday tool haul, part of it. And what happened, I ordered a lot of stuff frantically on Monday, some pretty cool items I'd had my eyes on for a while. Took advantage of the big sales, also threw in some of their like tool of the day specials that they kind of accumulated there at the end. Long story short, I've recorded some videos ahead of this last weekend when I had free time, have not gotten to edit those, so this one will probably go up tomorrow. And if you're curious, some of the stuff I ordered was back ordered. That kind of slowed things down. They reached out to me and said, hey, do you want a partial shipment for us to wait? And I said, yes, partial. Send it now. And they did. And there's some cool stuff. We'll definitely be taking a longer extended look at. Quite a bit of it, I would imagine. A couple things come to my mind. But for now, I'm just going to get the box over here. I'm afraid it's going to be the biggest box I've had from them, so it might be one of those awkward ones that's difficult to film. If that's the case, we'll try to figure something out, but stay tuned. We got some pretty cool stuff. Camera didn't move, but the box is here, and you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. So there's, I want to say, 4 or 5 items that have not come yet, and I'm not exactly sure when they're expected, but we have that to look forward to. And in the meantime, we're going to take a look at this stuff. It's so big I'm having to walk around on the sides here. Some of this you may have seen before on the channel, just not in the exact setup, but no clue what we're going to have here. Let me kick that back. Open her up. Alright, see how they do packing one. I'm going to try my best to just do this one as quick as I can, which, as you should know, I suck at that. Succinct is not my thing. But we'll try to knock it out as quick as we can, and then, like I said, we will take a longer look at quite a bit of this stuff. So, right here, we have the WIA pop-up bit set. This is the one that I thought would be the most practical for me. Might be 38041, but what you need to know, there's multiples of these if you're unaware, so you can sort of tailor it to whatever you think you would do. This has slotted Phillips, square, and Torx. The T25 is the big one. That's the main reason I brought this in. I'm excited also to see how this feels in comparison with their standard soft grip. I would imagine this would have to be modified in some way, given the pop-up bits, but James Bond screwdriver, whatever you want to call it. We got this. Truth be told, I think I'm going to keep this at my desk at work, and that way I will always have a T25 bit. I'm starting to get a lot of crates sent to me, and they're secured like Fort Knox. They have T25 fasteners all over the place. It's not something I'm accustomed to seeing, and I need a bit there in case I forget to bring mine with the impact. So, up next, this is a good one. We got the Knipex Electrician Shears. You can really never have too many scissors, particularly good ones, and I'm excited to kind of see what these are. The thing I'm worried about is the finger slots. That's one of the reasons I was drawn to these. A lot of the cheap general purpose, like shop grade scissors, and this was like this when I was a kid in school, come to think of it, but like if you've got bigger hands, like it is a pain in the butt to articulate the scissors, like it's literally painful. What I liked about these, they had a very nice, what I felt like it was a larger than usual opening. I think I've got tin snips that don't have anything this size, and obviously they have a much more pronounced and more extended cutting blade. So these look a little funky in the package, right? But I think they will be pretty good for us in the long run. We'll take again an extended look at those coming up. Let's see here. Right here from Stavilla, we have 65293-160. If I spin this over, this is one of the things, I was surprised this came in because it was completely out of stock when I ordered it. But we've got a nice pair of pliers here. I'm very excited to see how these compare to some of their competitors. So be on the lookout for that one. Might compile some of this into a multi-set type of a deal. Knipex Cobras, right? Yeah. Go big or go home, right? And that's what we did here. These are the 12-inch versions. I've absolutely loved these things. All the hype you hear about them, there's a reason for that. It's not just people talking about them. They're fantastic pliers. So we've got these, and the reason for that is I've got a giant actually quite a bit of black pipe, and that stuff rusts, and on the inside with an airline, and it's a mess, and this is going to make my life a lot easier because increased leverage. So, coming in next, what do we want to do here? I'm trying to see if there's like a better way to position the camera. I'm not sure that there is. Now, right here, I know this looks like tiny and ridiculous, and it kind of is, but it's also kind of practical. This is the smallest set of Knipex Cobras you can get. It's the 5-inch. It almost looks like something that would be in like a My First Tool set, like a fake tool, right? Little plastic box ones. It's got a pretty decent business end on it, and what I plan to do with this is tight spaces, and I figured with the discounts that were on it, it was kind of time to pull the trigger, kind of complete the set there. But we'll do a lineup on those at some point in time, I suppose. Coming up next, let's see here. I'm not even sure what... Oh, I know exactly what that is. We're going to have to wait on that one. It kind of ties in with something else. Alright, so up next we have these from NWS. These are actually they're 8-inch chain nose pliers. And I'm excited about them. I've got specific uses in mind. I've had my eyes on these for a while. With the discount, it was time to pull the trigger. Coming in next, let's stick with this because I've wanted these for a while. I couldn't really justify it until the sale price came on. These are Filo 7-inch combination pliers, right? Nothing too crazy. But these are, of course, if you couldn't tell by the Sci-Fi S grips, these are made by NWS. They're just branded for Filo. And I actually really like the ones that I picked up from NWS. And these I thought were cool just because of the color scheme. And of course that'll allow me to differentiate between the two very easily and quickly. A lot of people have complained about the finish on these kind of impacting the grip. I haven't noticed that yet. That's to say the NWSs I have not actually worn down to that point. The El Cheapo NWSs that have no special coating, I've used those more than the fancy handled ones, and they have gripped like pretty crazy in my opinion, right up there with channel locks. So just a cool little set of pliers there, and like I said, we'll try to get something stuck together here. Right here, this is how you respect an engineer hammer, right? This is from Jadora. I think it's the 500 gram one. That's what I went with. The top end on this one I was very impressed with. It's so awkward with this box here, but you can kind of see the fastener, the way the head is secured to the handle. It's a wood handle, but there's like, it's almost this, you still get the wood grain, and that almost feels like plastic. I can't really describe this, but if you had it in your hand, I think you'd kind of be at the same point. All I can tell you is that is doing a very good job of not slipping. That's obviously what you want. Now, somewhere in this box there should be the soft cap for this. And I've got a couple of body hammers that I really like, and then I've got my standard ones, but I just kind of wanted something to work sheet metal. Sort of just rough it, literally rough it. And I think this will actually be pretty good. It's a nice weight as well. So we'll set that down. We will just stick with Jadora here, I guess. We should have something to go with this on back order. But these are their JC combination power pliers. These have sort of their version of the soft grip on it. And again, this is something I'd had my eyes on for a long time. The Black Friday, Cyber Monday thing, that became the time to pull the trigger. Right here, I believe this was one of their tools of the day. Don't hold me to that. It's kind of their pliers wrench, right? And again, it's got the nice finish there, the nice comfort grip handles, and I'm excited to use this thing, so we will be taking a look at that in more detail later. Right here, we've got, this was special. This is, you're like, oh, it's the KC2 logo, and you're like, no, it's the Wheel logo, and you're like, oh, it's both. And indeed, that is the case. This was packaged with something, and we will see if we can get to that. All right, up next, we've just sort of got like a plain Jane Jadora plier, right? Just their 200. It's kind of the same, just the, like I said, the not fancy version. So we've got that one. Let's see here. trying to decide what course of action we want to take. And I guess we will show you this, right? This, of course, you should be familiar with. This is from KC Tool. They actually make it in-house. It is their aluminum benchtop stand for precision tools and or regular, depending on how you modify it. This is another 50-hole unit. The 50-hole does not cost that much more than the 25-hole unit. I've got a video on this. I love the thing. It's sitting here just to the side of this giant box in front of us. And what this was that I wanted to show you, but said we had to wait. These are the magnets, okay? They've come up with a deal where right between the top plate and the leg, these magnets will go. And they're supposedly super strong rare earth magnets, and they ship in these plastic tubes, right? And they claim the reason they do that is because they're so strong they could potentially attract one another and travel with such a rate of speed that they would shatter. So that almost sounds like a challenge, and the problem is I don't want to ruin them because money doesn't grow on a tree, at least as far as I'm aware. And if you note though, I've got 2 sets of these, and that's because I plan to outfit them to our existing stand as well. So we'll make a standalone video on that. We'll see how well we like the magnets, but I'm pretty excited about that. I still wish that they made a taller leg. I think that one was like 4 inches or something. I wish they had something like in the 6 to 8 inch range, at least as an option or something. Right here, we'll just go with this one. We've got something from Filo. And if you see there, 355-95198, some of you may know the part number by heart. If you pay closer attention, you can see slotted and Phillips. Now, one of the screwdrivers I brought in to test out at the beginning was a wood handle from Filo, and I love it. I've used it quite a bit. The tip is still in great shape. The price for this set was like $31 standard. With the sale, it was down to $15, $16, something in that range. And I felt like for the money, you can't really go wrong. And I don't know what it is about the wood handle. It seems archaic. I know people are used to all the soft grip and comfort and contour and hex and ergonomic stuff. This just works. It feels natural. It feels very good. It doesn't slip. By the way, these are, if you're interested in the striking cap stuff, these actually are set up where the tang goes all the way through. I guess I'll highlight that in better detail in a standalone video to kind of keep this one short. But for the money, this was kind of just a no-brainer, so I jumped on that. Don't think you can really blame me there, right? Let's see here. That was our Filo pliers. This was one of their specials that they ran, and it's not just a pouch. That 10/8 there, that is actually in reference to what is in here, and that is going to be a wrench set. I think we might, again, just stand alone that one too. Again, the goal here is to have this be a quicker sort of a teaser video. That way, if you could care less about the wood handle screwdrivers but you want to see those wrenches, you can just look for that specific video, right? That's sort of my logic anyway. Where is my box cutter? It is down here under, of course, the heaviest item, which is a screwdriver stand. Classic. So right here, what is this? This is from Wehat, and we've got, yes, very excited about these. This is my hollow shaft nut driver set. This is a 7-piece one. I'm pretty excited about that for a couple of reasons. Number 1, my current set sucks. Number 2, my current set is not hollow shaft. Number 3, I've got something I'm working on right now where I will use these immediately. At least the 5/16 and 3/8 as well, I believe. So pretty excited about those. Again, we'll do, I guess, a standalone on that. This right here will probably go ahead and showcase here, I guess, for good reason. But this right here is sort of their master set from Wehat's, their soft grip, and it's a unique one in my opinion. In fact, I'm sort of debating making it standalone as well. Might do that, actually. I hate doing that to you, but like I said, if I were to showcase all of this in its glory, we would fall short. Right there, you can see, maintain the same camera angle. So here's basically what we got and what you have to look forward to. 7-piece nut driver set, of course, SAE, because as you know, I'm old school Chrysler guy. And no metric to be found back in the 60s and 70s. Right here, we've got their 11-piece soft finish screwdriver set. We got the 5-piece Filo wood handle set. What earned you this sticker is going to be that 11-piece screwdriver set, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think I've forgotten, but maybe I did. I also do not see my soft cap. Is that one of the things? Surprisingly, it is. That's one of the items on back orders, so that answers that question. But we've got our Jadora hammer. Let's try to do this by brand, right? So we've got our nut drivers. We've got the 11-piece set from Weha. Right here, we've got sort of their tradesman. I think this was the tradesman. They actually do try to give names to these, I think. But again, make a quick video on that one standalone. And like I said, I think I'm going to take that one to work just so I always have a T25 bit. From Jadora, we've got this set of pliers right here. We might do, like I said, just sort of a quicker look at these in more detail, standalone. All right, we've got their pliers wrench, which I believe was one of the specials for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. That thing is very nice in hand, I've got to say. Hopefully it backs that up performance-wise. We've got this, sort of a comfort grip version of what we had down there. We've got their 500-gram engineer's hammer, which again, this, I don't know, something about this one just feels good in hand. It's a heavier head than, say, your traditional hammer where you're just putting nails in a fence type of a thing. But that is good. That's what I was looking for. It's not objectionably heavy. It's not like we're sledgehammering something, but it's got a good head weight to it. I like how it feels, how it articulates sort of the fulcrum point, if you will. From NWS, we've got these funky, super long nose pliers, which again, from what I get into, it's always some cotter pin or accelerator cable linkage, something falls. And then you try to pick it up with a magnet and you can't, and these will come in very, very handy in my opinion. Also, from NWS/Philo, we've got these bad boys, which again, I won't lie, it's kind of just the color scheme and allow me to differentiate between them. But hey, when it's on sale, man, that's the time to pull the triggers. And I did. From Knipex, we've got the 12-inch Cobras. We'll make, I guess, a set, a family photo, family video type. Got the 5-inchers, which again, I admit, these look dorky, they look non-practical. There are a couple of things I'm thinking of under the dash where these will actually be nice. It's fasteners that I probably can't reuse, and I think this will be the ticket to get those out. Similarly, from Knipex, we've got their electrician shears. Selling point again for me is hopefully going to be that is not painful to use. That's honestly the biggest downfall of so many utility scissors, if you will. Right here we've got a wrench set we're going to take a detailed look at. It comes in the roll. I'm not sure, I've never been too big on rolled stuff, but I can see where it would benefit some people. Also from Salvilla, we've got these super swanky little pliers here. I'm excited to get those out of the bag and kind of compare and contrast them. From KC Tool, we've got their magnets, we've got their screwdriver stand. I think that's it, if I'm not mistaken. So, like I said, some things are still on back order. Any of this that you want to see, by all means, let me know. If you happen to pick any of it up, let me know how you're liking it. The main thing here, though, I just wanted to get this one done as quick as I can. I do my best to not make 30-minute videos on this stuff. And it's hard. It's exciting. At least I think it is. It's cool to see new items. And I apologize for not like tearing into the packaging on this. But again, in my opinion, and you can feel free to correct me if you differ, instead of me opening this up, showcasing 5 screwdrivers, opening that up, showcasing 11, doing the same with 7 nut drivers, this is sort of your general overview. This is what we got. And then if something catches your eye, if you've been interested in their hollow shaft nut drivers, you know a video is coming, right? So that's the course of action I am going to take. It's starting to get cold in here already. losing feeling in my toes anyway. But pretty excited about this stuff. And like I said, we do have a couple more items on back order. Not sure when they will get here, but I'm excited about those as well. And with that said, I will do my best to make compilations of this, as you know, however I think it would flow the best for you, and we will make that happen. So if there is any of this that you want to see showcased first, if you're all about the 5-piece or you're about the 11-piece screwdriver set, whatever the case may be, let me know in the comments. If we see a bunch of the same requested, I will prioritize that video, so on and so forth. But like I said, I hate not going into as much detail as I would like, but at the same time, I'm just trying to give you the rough overview. So let me know what method you would prefer, because I'm fully capable of making 30-minute tour haul videos, as you should know. That said, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you are following us on Twitter Instagram and Facebook. That way, if YouTube fails to notify you that we have a new video, which it often so many times does, you should be able to be aware of it from those other mediums. And with that said, hope everybody is getting ready, geared up for Christmas. Maybe you got yourself something early. Maybe you've acquired some of this to give to friends, family, kids, whatever it may be. But we got some cool stuff we'll be taking a look at. Tons and tons of videos on the way, obviously. And with that said, I'll quit rambling, and I will catch you back here for more action from the show.